Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Abaribe kicks over Buhari's appointment. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We're coming today keeping you informed with all that has been going on in Nigeria and around the world. We all know what has been going on with Buhari's nepotism, what has been going on with appointments, how he's been kicking out people from every other region in the country and appointing northerners. Well, there is a game plan. Anyway, one man has spoken in Senate. Remember when we had Dino? Yes, he was one of the people that was always speaking. He's no longer a senator, but thank God we still have one person who can still speak, who does not keep his mouth quiet, as Buhari's nepotism and evil going on in Nigeria. We are here to keep you up to date. Let's get on to the news and get all the details. Abaribe kicks over Buhari's appointment. Senator Minority Leader Abaribe, PDP, Abia South, has kicked against alleged emerging trend in President Muhammadu Buhari's appointment into Federal Character Commission, FCC, where a section of the country is occupying the position of chairman and secretary. Abaribe's position followed the confirmation of 37 out of 38 nominees forwarded to the Senate by President Muhammadu Buhari as chairman and members of the FCC. Abaribe, who said the two principal positions in the commission have already been occupied in the bias of North and South, added that over the years, while counterpart Nigerians from the North has been appointed as chairman of the commission, the secretary has always been from the South, in line with Section 14, Subsection 3 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. He added appointment of Muhammadu Bello Takwa from Taraba State in 2017 as Secretary of the Commission by President Muhammadu Buhari gave the impression that the new chairman will be from the South. But the nomination of Dr. Mobiba Dankuku from Kwara State as the new chairman violates the age range principle. The Senate needs to look into this in the spirit of the principle of Nigerian character itself. Speaking on this development by way of intervention, the Deputy President of Senate, Ovie Omo Agege, said the previous amenities will be corrected in months to come. He said, President Muhammadu Buhari is aware of the need to balance the position and will do that when the tenure of the incumbent secretary expires February next year. Mr. Buhari, the issue has been in the public domain since the nominees were sent forth for confirmation, and since there is a window of redressing the perhaps analysis abnormalities in a few months' time, I will urge us to please forge ahead with the confirmation. Consequently, the President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawa, concur with the submission of presenting names of nominees for confirmation, which were done via votes. Aside the chairman, other nominees confirmed were Henry from Abia, Shehu Bello from Adamawa, Daniel from Ebonyi, Buchi from Anambra, Mohammed from Bauchi, Takio Okoye from Bayelsa, Nimbe from Benue, Abe from Borno, and Amuta from Cross River. We also have Agode from Delta. These were the people who were appointed. Well, my people, you know that Buhari's nepotism is no longer a question of whether this guy is seriously biased. We've been hearing seriously and most recently about some of his escapades, removing and appointing, reappointing and reappointing people taking away those from the south, from the southeast, from the southwest, whatever, and just appointing northerners. This very position we are talking about is supposed to be, if the president, according to the whole politics that they have, is from the south, the secretary will be from the north, and vice versa. But the secretary being from the south, meaning that they were expecting that the president would be from the secretary being from the north, they were expecting that the president would be from the south. But guess what? Another president again from the north. Abaribe was the only person who was able to speak up and said, no, this is not right. We should not be doing this. We should be able to speak up, and he spoke up against this. The Senate president and the assistant Senate president, the president of Amagigi, they all looked at it and they said yes. But they gave a condition saying they should allow the tenure of those in office, which should expire in February next year, to go through before they look into the situation, that Buhari is aware of it. He's aware of it. Why did they go ahead? Why did they continue 2017 and appointed those that should not be appointed? All this nonsense and rubbish have to stop. It has to stop. We have to be able to balance things in the fairness of things so that Nigerians don't feel out of place. The most important thing is that we give the opportunity for every Nigerian to be able to have a word and a say. Why? So that they can adequately represent every part of the country. If I'm the one there, I will only speak of those and the issues prevalent to those from my region, not being biased, but because you are not aware of what is going on in other regions. So the best thing is to have, that's why we have senators representing different senatorial districts. The reason is that they should be able to come to Senate meeting and be able to voice for the people, speaking in accordance with the request, with the need, with what is happening, the problem of people from those regions, so that the states, yes, Edo State, Delta State, Bayelsa State, Anambra, Enugu, Imo, Owerri, Abia, Taraba, Jigawa can have an adequate, because if you are in the south, how do you understand exactly what is going on in the north, what your main problem is? If you're going to be speaking, you're going to be speaking on hearsay. You're going to be biased at times, because you'll be speaking from what somebody has told you, not what you know. And that will result to bias, that will result to imbalance, and people will not adequately feel, provided for, or their interest being looked at after or being considered, which ought not to be so if it's a democratic environment. But sad to say, our senators, first of all, let me just make this point just for you to know, for your consumption. Do you know that every time our Senate sits, you pay them? Yes, there is an amount they get for every seat. That's why they don't miss meeting now. Not a surprise. They miss meeting anyhow now, not be Nigeria. No, but they will always be there. They will be there, but they will not speak up for the people. They will be there, but they'll be quiet and be watching evil prevailing. They will be there and nobody will say anything when people are bringing up rules and things that will not move Nigeria forward. Every one of them will keep quiet. You see, this is what we are talking about. So in Senate, you are seeing that this thing that is being done, what is their work? To note what is prevalent with their people and to be able to speak up to say, my people are suffering in this regard, in this area, this is what we need, so that the government can evenly, orderly distribute resources, allocations, and everybody does not feel, nobody feels neglected to a large extent because you cannot satisfy everybody, and the government continues to roll. So that's what we are talking about, that Nigeria needs to move forward with adequate people who are truly ready to support the people that they are representing. Not just people who are coming there to, to just do their own bit. No. We're talking about people who are coming there sincerely to represent the people, who are coming there truly and really to represent Nigeria, so that these people can adequately represent Nigerians. But what are we hearing? Different matter, different issue every day. They go there, they sit, and they allow evil to prevail right in their eyes, and nobody is saying anything. Anyway, these are some of the issues, and Abaribe has pointed out regarding Buhari's appointments. But what do you really think regarding Buhari's nepotism happening in broad daylight in the country, and nobody is saying anything? What are your thoughts about this? Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Want to say thank you. God bless you and bye for now. Have a lovely day.